The latest Jujutsu Kaisen episode was trash. Psych, it was fucking amazing. Now, not only did it deliver a big step forward for the storyline itself, it really showed us the extensive quality of the animation as well as an exciting realistic message. And if you guys haven't realized yet, the anime of Jujutsu Kaisen seems to really like to metaphorically portray ideas that make us question our reality. I mean, the mere fact that the word Kaisen is a Japanese word for philosophical concept should already greatly show us that Gege really ain't playing around when he came up with Jujutsu Kaisen, and our boy was cooking something deeply multi-layered. Now, that being said, this episode really covered a lot more than I would have expected. As you dedicated fans have noticed in the previous few episodes, we've been given this wholesome opportunity to witness Yuji slowly lose his fucking mind as more and more of his world gets shaven away. And we see him decline into a puddle of depression, regret, and helplessness in this episode, which is something we were expecting since like this bit.
Kozo, せいぜい噛みしめろ。死ねよ。死ぬだけ。死ぬだけ。
But nevertheless, I think this more shows the resilience and emotional strength of Yuji's character to continue to push forward when everything in his life is falling apart, as he continues to fight to win against Mahito. Yet the most powerful thing about this week's episode is just that. We see something as strong and secure and confident as Yuji get completely broken down to pieces with the death of Nobara, which was also a massive shock to all of us. And the fact that Mahito views Yuji as someone who is his natural enemy due to Yuji's understanding of the shape of his own soul, even someone as accomplished and capable as that, can still be completely butt-fucked by life itself. And I think Gege is truly just telling us life is relentlessly resilient. It can tear even the strongest people that we know to pieces, and that is frightening as fuck. We see Mahito gain a surge of energy once he detects Yuji has broken to pieces, even going ahead to hit him with his first ever black flash on him. Like, that shit's neck level, man. But that also goes to show us that just because the individual is set out for evil and destruction, it doesn't automatically curse them. They're still given the same blessings as everyone else. Now, we can see this as, oh, that's so unfair, but Yuji's been given shit all this time. But I think the main message of this episode was to really solidify the concept of complete ownership. Think about it this way. Yuji's been butt-fucked the entire Shibuya arc. He's been wrecked by Choso, wrecked by Sukano, wrecked by Nanami's death, and now also wrecked by Nobara's death. And the only silver lining he had was the sudden appearance of Todo, who also plays a crucial role in which I will delve into just in a bit. But that being said, sometimes we are also given such a bad hand in life too. And sometimes it continues to stack and stack on, making us suffer more and more. But the solution to all this is to completely accept these things almost as a part of life. Yuji does this eventually in this episode with the help of Todo, as he sees it as being past the torch of responsibility and purpose, and using that as a newborn fuel born from the ashes of his friends. Instead of mourning with personal emotions, it becomes a productive outlet to fight for the fallen instead. And I think this is such a poetic and beautiful part of this episode, and also this entire story as a whole. Gege has already led us to believe that this show was going to be one that placed our protagonist with some OP Naruto logic, naturally strong anime protagonist trope. But basically, he completely shits on that, intentionally, this current arc, almost as if to smirk at what has become a common occurrence in cliché shonens nowadays. My Hero Academia sucks. Yuji's entire worldview has been shattered, given all the events that occurred to him in this current arc, And it is only through a mindset shift brought upon by my man Todo that really helped him punch it up to the next gear. And talking about Todo, fuck man. This motherfucker straight up killing it with a side character with main character energy. To the point where I wouldn't even mind if they made an entire series based off this person. Yeah, I don't believe these kind of people are rare in reality either. It's just a matter of putting yourself in the right places and right times. Todo is a living embodiment of self-improvement and honor. Obviously, also with the mask of his quirks of fangirling over Takada-chan and asking people what their preferences are with women. But this only really creates an image of him that does the character justice. Genuine honesty. When someone is simple and has a one-dimensional desire, they are usually regarded as simpletons and dumb. But they are also the most trustworthy, honest, wholesome people you will ever find in life. When someone is content with just experiencing life as it is and focusing on the smaller things in life, they are the ones that have the most power to drag all of us overthinkers out of our self-imposed toxic bubbles. And we see this in this ep, when Yuji lies in a puddle of his own mistakes and regrets as he tries to exist within his preconceived worldview right after it's been soul-crushingly destroyed by Mahito and Sukuna, only for Todo to almost instantly drag him out of it by imposing his own worldview about the entire fucked up situation. And I really think this is important. Sometimes in life that's all it takes. People who are down and struggling in a pit of despair and depression don't need complicated situations. They don't need philosophical reasonings or essays and essays of justifications of why they should feel the way they feel. Sometimes all they need is a simple hug or proclamation that what they are feeling is valid. Only then will they be able to give themselves the renewed ability to continue on, refreshed and motivated by an entirely changed positive framework, just like how we see Yuji completely kick it up a gear right after the fight commences between Mahito and Todo. All in all though, I think this episode was absolutely goated. I would even go ahead and say this episode really solidified my love for this anime, to the point where this is literally my very first video on Jujutsu Kaisen, just because of how much of a masterpiece this entire episode was. Yet again, if you guys would like me to continue to make more videos like this, feel free to leave a comment down below. I read every single one of them. Love you all friends, and I'll see you soon.